All right, final episode. Stephen Hyde and eggs of 2018.
R.I.P. eggs.
So you're a two-time national champion now, and yeah, how are you feeling about that? Do you feel like it's a bit of confirmation of your win last year?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, last year was great, but this year was not being a fluke, you know, and just making sure that I can do it year after year it's more important to me than getting the first one. Honestly, I wanted this so much, so I'm really happy.
Does it feel special in a way also, like having Jeremy back on form, having him challenge? You know, this whole season there's been this narrative of protege and mentor and sort of a passing of the torch, and having you guys duke it out until, you know, a quarter lap to go. I mean, being in the race, was that special for you and exciting in a way?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's such a good competitor. Like he's so strong in those last couple laps, and he knows so many tricks. But he's also taught me a lot of tricks, and so like you know, we've raced together so many times, and just being able to anticipate what he's going to do was really big for me, and being patient and kind of. I just feel like I know the riders so well now, and I know Jeremy's strong, and when he's on, and he rides the front like that, and I think that was to my advantage, for sure.
When you put your kind of final move on him right after crossing the bridge and coming into the hill, were you planning that, or was it just kind of instinctual the moment? Well,
it was actually right before the bridge, right? So I kind of wanted to be in front of him a little bit sooner than that, but I knew there was going to be two lines, and I knew which line he had been taking the whole time. So I dove to the inside and just powered it through. He heard me, he hit the gas too, but I knew there was a good straight line in there, and he was on the outside. So I ran hard up the hill, and I knew that was the gap that I needed, and then I was able to really ride that last downhill. I mean, I almost lost it, for sure. I almost lost it on that downhill. It was super slick, and I was just cross-eyed. But I think maybe he rode it a little worse than I did. So, yeah.
Yeah, I saw him come through. He was pretty cross-eyed, too.
Yeah.
And then, you know, having the issue with your knee coming into the race, and having been in Europe, you know, having not seen the domestic guys for almost 2 months now, it felt like there was a lot of questions, you know, what kind of form you were going to come back to the U.S. in, what everybody else had been doing at home, you know, how were you overtrained, you know, was the knee injury a symptom of having done too much in Europe?
Yeah.
Were you ever questioning yourself in terms of what form you were going to show up to this race with?
Sure, a little bit. I mean, I knew I had good form. I mean, yeah, there's overtraining, there's overexerting, and there's, you know, stresses that I'm gonna have. You know, my knees, my body, I've beat the crap out of my body my whole life, and now I'm doing a sport that requires a lot of attention to keep me going, and so it's just another thing to me. You know, honestly, like, it was setback after setback after setback coming into this. And at some point it became pretty comical, and so after like a third or fourth setback, you're rolling in and you're like, oh, whatever, I'm fit, I'm fine, it's whatever. You know, we're just gonna go race. So yeah, it was kind of a blessing in a way, because you know, it built up and it was like so stressful, and then I was like, wait, it's just stuff, it's just happening, it's fine, you can get through it, there's always fixes for everything. So yeah, cool. I was confident. Yeah.
Cool. Congrats.
Okay, thank you.